Alright. 2 million subscriber Q&A. The last time I did this was March, I think, when I was at 900k. The fact that I'm at 2.1 million now in less than a year, absolutely ridiculous. Shout out to God. Alright, so I asked on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and total across all these platforms, we got 5,000 questions. So my Instagram manager picked out the best 50, so let's do those. Starting with Twitter. What is your biggest YouTube goal these days? First, the long form videos. I want to get more of my shorts audience to my long form videos. Now that doesn't mean I'm gonna quit making shorts, I just want both to succeed in their own ways. And I also have a goal to educate my audience as much as possible. That is very, very important to me. Because like the last thing I want to do is just be a creator that just makes videos with no back-ended substance to it. I don't know, I'll explain more later on. What is your favorite part and worst part about making YouTube videos? By the way, Dezo, the guy who just asked this question, is one of my favorite YouTubers. I started watching him 2 years ago before I started making my own videos. So shout out to Dezo. My favorite part? The recording. I really like recording. The worst part? I would say editing 2 videos a day every day can be a little bit much sometimes, but I have no complaints. This is such a privilege to be a YouTuber. Do you believe in God? Of course. If I didn't have God in my life, I would definitely not be even remotely close to the position that I am currently in. Everything is all thanks to God. What is your biggest accomplishment of 2024 so far? Definitely getting 1 million views on the last long form video. If you watched that video, you are the greatest. Thank you very much. What do you appreciate most about your audience? I absolutely adore and love the fact how endlessly loyal my audience is. Bro, my audience has my back like crazy. Anytime I get a hate comment in my comments, my fans just completely shut it down entirely. And it's like, oh, I love you. You guys are so great. Definitely how loyal my fans are. I'm honored. Do you think you could take King Kong in hand-to-hand combat? Yeah, I definitely could. You know why? I got the power of God and anime on my side. I'll never lose. What's a heartfelt but unique advice you can give to striving upcoming creators that want to reach a successful position through creating content in this society? Okay, 1. If you are going to make content, you have to ignore the noise. Just focus. Don't worry about outside opinions. Don't worry about the hate that you'll get from friends around you or people in your comments. Just focus. Don't lose your motivation for why you even wanted to do it to begin with, and just be consistent. Look, hate will always come from below. It'll never come from above. And for that reason, do as you like, ignore the noise, and just focus. What was your reaction to hitting 100k versus 2 million subscribers? When I hit 100,000 subscribers, I still remember. I was happy, but I also felt a major sense of urgency where it's like, okay, this isn't it. I still have so much more I need to do. And then when I hit 2 million, kind of the same thing, but in a different direction. I discovered something bigger than myself throughout the process of going from 100k to 2 million. What was the most challenging video you ever made? Surprising a fan, that video took 3 days to edit. Alright, Instagram. I'm changing this shirt. Oh, I feel so good to be back, you have no idea. I am a man of my word, however. I did say if I hit 2 million subscribers before October 1st, I'll wear white for a week. Guess what? If we hit 2 million subscribers by October 1st, I will wear a white t-shirt every day for a week. What do you feel like you could improve on in terms of relationships you have with people? I could be quite harsh without realizing. But then again, I don't really see that as a bad thing. Because you need to be hard on yourself. If you constantly pat yourself on the back and constantly like, you know, baby yourselves, you're going to get destroyed in life. I don't know. I'll have to think about this later. Very good question. What do you struggle with in YouTube even though you're successful? Wrong, you're. Not really anything. Besides the long form quantity, not much. Have you ever thought about what's the point as you are pursuing your career? No. I have known what the point is years before I started. It was just a matter of when it was time to begin. What is the meaning of life? To find the meaning of life. We the YN cat at. What does YN mean? Oh. He's right here. What's up? Why Ash? I assume you mean the name. My brother is an author, and the animal in his book, his name is Ash. So when I was trying to find a name, my brother said Ash. And then without any hesitation, I picked Ash. What better name for this creature than Ash? There is none. What is the best part of being a student who's done psychology? I'll answer this question with a metaphor. Imagine your brain is a plug outlet, and you have a bunch of these outlets that are yet to be plugged in. Anytime you learn something, you plug it in, and you are unable to plug it out. Just like how you learn the English language, you can't just decide, I want to forget the English language. That's not how life works. Psychology is that same way. Everything that I gained from psychology has been plugged into my brain, and I am unable to unplug it because of how it changed my way of thinking. You will learn things that you won't forget. How dark is your heart? My heart is so dark that I close my eyes and I see light. What made you start YouTube? I wanted to test myself. By the way, Pierre is also one of my other favorite YouTubers. Shout out to Pierre. I wanted to test myself. I love to test myself in life. Because if you don't test yourself, how will you know what your capabilities are? I am endlessly trying to figure out what my capabilities are. That's why I started. How many push-ups can you do in one go? I can do 60. If I pushed myself to 100%, I think I could do 100. We'll see. What is your bounty? Okay, let's see how many views I have total. My bounty is the amount of total views I have across all my platforms. So minimum 1.2 billion, maximum 1.5 billion. Soon to be Yonko. How does your family feel about your line of work? They're proud of me, and I'm proud of them for raising me the way how they did. How do you stay so fresh? Look into the halo effect. Alright, let's go to TikTok. How did you get the name Hussein? NBA Young Slime replied and said, he took his name and replaced the letter with X, I think. You are correct. My real name is Hussein, with a U. When did you start doing videos? October 29th, 2022. The day I made my channel is the day I started making videos. Do you gamble? Life is a gamble, my friend. What was your childhood pet and how did it die? If you remember, of course. I had a childhood cat named Mr. Cat. I swear to God that was his real name. His name was Mr. Cat. How did it die? We had to give him away because my mom was allergic. But for some reason, she's not allergic to this guy. Shout out to God once again. And when we gave it away, the guy who we gave it to left the door open and Mr. Cat ran out the house and got hit by a car. Rest in peace to Mr. Cat. Can you answer me? Alright, let's go to YouTube. What's the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to you? Whew. Okay, I got one. In grade 12, 2019. Oh my god, am I gonna say this? I don't know if I want to say this. Okay, whatever. I was talking to a girl and I caught her in a very big lie. And the lie was revolutionary. She cheated, okay? And I was talking to another girl, a friend of mine, and I had her contact as the girl I was talking to, but in lowercase letters. Long story. I had to hide the fact that I was talking to this girl. So I wanted to take a screenshot of me catching her in a lie and send it to the other friend that I was talking to, the girl. But because they had the same contact name, one was lowercase, one was capital, I accidentally sent it to the girl who I caught in the lie. And I didn't just send the screenshot. I put a text that said, caught this dumbass in a lie. And I sent it back to her. And yeah, it was bad. It was really embarrassing. That was horrible. Also in grade 9, I wanted to take a picture of somebody. Don't ask why. It was sent to my other friend. And I tried to low-key take the picture. So I was like yawning, going like this. And then I took the picture, but I had flash on. So I didn't realize I had flash on because it was daytime and the person looked right at the camera and took the picture. And then I'm just like, yeah, that was also pretty bad. What's the saddest moment in your life? How long does it take for you to make a short? Okay, it's broken down into 3 segments. Getting the video idea. Depending on the video idea, it could take 5 minutes to 1 hour, depending on how much depth is within the video idea. The recording aspect of it takes 2 to 4 minutes. At most, if I keep messing up my language, 7 minutes. And then the editing. Oh, the editing. Depending on the video, it could take 44 minutes, which is my record, to 1 hour and 30 minutes to edit each and every single short. And I do 2 a day every day. If YouTube died, what would you do as your job? If YouTube got deleted off the face of this universe and I needed to find a different way of making money, I would go into marketing. I used to run a social media marketing agency before I did YouTube for 1.5 years, and I was pretty good. And because I understand how attention works, I believe that marketing would be my way to go. What's your biggest motivation to making your videos? It's like I said earlier, I want to be a good influence on my audience, and I want to have them grow as a result of watching my videos. So I try to teach lessons as often as I could where applicable. Has a girl rejected you? 412 likes? Yeah, once or twice. I think. What's the best advice you would give to your subscribers or anyone in general? Try to live freely in life. Be good to yourselves. Don't betray yourselves. Don't be mean to yourselves. Say good things about yourselves. Give yourself reason to trust your intuition and be free in life. Who is Big Bertha? Big Bertha is a character that I randomly, intuitively pulled out of my ass from this video. There were two grandparents. I'll name them Bob and Big Bertha. And then in another video, fuck, it's dark, I just realized. And then in another video that I made, I didn't know what to say at the end of it, so I said, shout out to Big Bertha. Shout out to Big Bertha. And then since then, everyone in the comments was saying shout out to Big Bertha, so then I just started saying shout out to Big Bertha. No one knows who Big Bertha is, but that's the game here. You don't need to know who Big Bertha is. Big Bertha is what you make of her. Shout out to Big Bertha. Are you a watch or shoe collector? I don't give a shit about shoes. I like my white whatever. Doesn't matter as long as they're white shoes. And I definitely collect a few watches. These are all the watches I have acquired over the last year, including this one. I got my first one, which is actually a gift, when I hit 500,000 subscribers, this one. And ever since then, I've been collecting these like they're Pokemon. Listen, boys and girls. You can buy a car, but a car diminishes. You can buy clothes, but clothes diminish. You can buy shoes, but shoes get ruined. Watches retain their value, and you can pass them on for generations. Like for example, this one, my grandpa gave me, and he wore this decades ago. Another one, this one, my dad gave me for my graduation when I graduated university. And he wore this back in his days too. So each and every single watch that I have has its own backstory for them. Like I'm not even going to look, I'm just going to pick a random one. This was my camp video. This is the watch that I wore in my life on creative mode. Another one. I got this for 1 million subscribers. I wore this during every single video in my ice baths. I bought this one when I went to Spain and for my 3-year anniversary with my girl. I got this one to celebrate 1 billion views on YouTube. So each and every single watch has their own backstory. So I am a watch collector, I guess you can say. But it's been 10 months. I got all of these within the last 10 months, 11 months, something like that. Do you watch anime? I grew up watching anime. I didn't watch any Disney. I didn't watch any Marvel or DC. I watched anime. And thank God that I did. Holy. My life would have been drastically different if I did not grow up watching anime. I'll confidently say that. I probably wouldn't even be a YouTuber if I never watched anime. It created an idea in my brain where I believed at a young age like that impossible things were possible. Like I used to think it was genuinely possible to turn Super Saiyan. And I'm not kidding. My top 5: One Piece, Code Geass, Classroom of the Elite, but the light novels, not the anime, Berserk, and I'll say tied between Hunter x Hunter and Monster. What did you want to be as a kid? A teacher, and in an ideal, imaginary, metaphorical world, I wanted to be a YouTuber. I tried to do videos since 2009. I used to record on my brother's BlackBerry Call of Duty trick shot videos and upload them to YouTube. So being a teacher and a YouTuber. Why do you only wear a black t-shirt? Black is the best color. It's simple as that. Do you have any tattoos? I have 3, and I just got one 2 days ago. And my parents still don't know about the 3rd one. So you know what? Let's go show my parents. I have something to show you.
Okay. Is that like from...
No, I designed it. I made it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. If you're still watching to this point, thank you very much. Thank you for both giving me your attention and being a subscriber of mine. Thank you for 2 million subscribers, and comment 2 million so I know you made it to this point. Have a good rest of your day, and remember, be good to yourself.